Hello there. I'm glad you're here. Maybe tonight you'll fall asleep wondering what happens when two black holes find each other in the dark. The universe has waited billions of years to show you that meeting. It can wait for you tonight. You don't need to think or try. Just let the universe breathe for you. Feel the still air around you, safe and softly alive. Somewhere far away, two invisible stars are turning toward each other, drawn by gravity's quiet song. They don't rush, they spiral, slowly, patiently, and as they draw near, space itself begins to tremble, not in violence, but in rhythm. Every ripple they send moves through time, through light, through you. You can rest now. Tonight we drift through 100 gentle truths about merging black holes, how gravity folds, how silence sings, and how darkness finds harmony in itself. When darkness meets darkness, the universe hums, and even silence has a shape. And somewhere between wake and sleep, the story begins. You are lying beneath a sky that does not end. Above you, stars breathe in patterns older than the sea. Their light drifts through billions of years to find your resting face. Light that left its star before you were born is touching your skin tonight. You can rest now. The universe is still awake, but quietly. Between its calm and its gravity, something vast is always feeding. It is the most mysterious hunger we know, the hunger of the stars themselves. They burn for a time, and then they fall inward. Somewhere when a star has given all its fire, its own weight wins. The light collapses into itself, folding space and time until even light cannot return. A black hole is born, the quietest creation in the loudest universe. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Astronomers call them singularities, but the word is too simple for what they are. Each one is a region where the rules of physics bend beyond recognition. Space folds, time stretches, matter becomes energy, and energy becomes silence. A black hole does not move through space the way planets do. It curves the map around itself. Everything that drifts too close, dust, light, thought is drawn inward by invisible force. And still, the black hole remains unseen, its outline marked only by the light it denies. Our galaxy alone holds millions of them. Some are small, the size of a mountain compressed into darkness. Others are supermassive, millions or billions of solar masses sleeping at galactic hearts. They are omnivores of the cosmos. They feed on anything, gas, stars, and even each other. It's okay to drift. When one black hole eats another, something astonishing happens. The two invisible beasts spiral together in a slow gravitational dance. The smaller one orbits, and the larger responds. Each turn sends ripples through the fabric of space-time waves that travel forever. These ripples are gravitational waves, first imagined by Einstein a century ago, proven a century later. They are the heartbeat of the universe, the sound of gravity itself moving. Picture it now, two ancient black holes born from the deaths of stars long forgotten. They drift through the dark, carried by galactic tides. For eons, they are strangers, silent and separate. And then, a faint pull, a whisper through gravity's endless web brings them closer. Their orbits shrink with every century. They circle one another like shadows, tasting eternity. In time, they will merge, not with fire, but with rhythm, a slow spiral of attraction. Each turn releases more gravitational energy than all the stars in their galaxy combined. Somewhere light continues to travel, In the vast stillness between them, space itself begins to ring. It's not a sound we can hear, but if you could feel it, it would be like a low note vibrating through your bones. A pulse that carries no air, no voice, only the movement of existence itself. You can rest now. The first black hole merger ever detected happened 1.3 billion years ago. Two giants, one roughly 36 times the mass of the Sun, the other 29, spiraled together until they became one. In just 0.2 of a second, about 3 suns worth of matter turned entirely into energy. That energy rippled through space-time with a power of 36 septillion yottawatts, more than every star shining in the visible universe combined in that same instant. It was the most powerful event since the Big Bang. And yet no flash of light, no explosion, only the silent ringing of gravity. The wave of that event passed through Earth in 2015. It stretched and squeezed our planet by less than the width of an atom. LIGO, a pair of laser observatories in the deserts of America, felt it the whisper of 2 black holes finishing their slow, eternal meal. It's okay to drift. Imagine space-time as an ocean that never ends. When massive bodies move, they make waves upon that ocean. Planets cause ripples. Stars make tides. But when black holes collide, they send out tsunamis of existence waves that can travel forever, never fading completely. If you could stand on the edge of that cosmic sea, you would not see a splash. You would see a distortion, a ring in space, shimmering like heat above asphalt, a vibration that carries no light, only meaning. This is gravity speaking in its purest form. And what it says softly is that everything is still connected. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Time behaves strangely near black holes. To an observer far away, the merging pair seems to slow, never quite touching. Light escaping their edge is stretched, reddened, fading into invisibility. To those inside, time rushes forward, all moments compressed into one. This paradox of stillness and motion, of silence and explosion, is what defines a black hole merger. From a distance, eternity. Up, close, instant. It's okay to drift. Our minds are built for moments, seconds, minutes, hours. But the universe moves in scales far beyond our sense. The dance of 2 black holes can take billions of years to begin and less than a heartbeat to end. It is the slowest and fastest thing that happens. And still, the waves from that union move outward forever. Every black hole merger leaves behind a scar. A new black hole, larger, quieter, perfectly round. Astronomers call this the ring-down phase. It's the period after the collision, when the newborn black hole trembles and then settles like a struck bell, calming to silence. That silence is not absence. It is balance, the moment when gravity remembers its shape. You can rest now. The soundless pulse of the ring-down still travels, reaching across galaxies, through gas clouds, through time itself, and tonight through you. Each wave that LIGO detects is the echo of a collision that happened before the first trees grew on Earth. The universe keeps a memory of every union. Scientists believe that supermassive black holes, those found in galactic centers, grow from countless mergers like these. Every time one devours another, it swells, becoming an even deeper well of space. Some now hold billions of solar masses. They govern the motion of entire galaxies, invisible hearts around which everything turns. Our Milky Way's center holds one such giant, Sagittarius A*. It weighs about 4 million suns, and somewhere in the far future, billions of years ahead, it will likely merge with another when our galaxy collides with Andromeda. The pattern continues: hunger and creation collapse and rebirth. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. When you lie still and breathe, gravity holds you gently to Earth. The same force that binds galaxies also keeps your pulse steady. You are part of the same law that shapes black holes. You are written into the fabric that bends and flexes when stars die. The ripples that pass through LIGO pass through you too. A motion smaller than an atom, but real. You were touched by a 1.3 billion year old event, a handshake through spacetime between what was and what is. It's okay to drift. You are not separate from the universe that feeds and folds and hums. You are its witness and its echo. Every breath you take changes the air that once drifted through dying stars. Every thought is a brief bending of energy. You too are a small curvature in the grand field of time. The black hole merger does not end in chaos. It ends in silence. A silence so complete, it becomes soundless music. Gravity's final note fades, and space-time smooths itself once more. The new black hole spins steady, and still a memory without light. Somewhere light continues to travel. That light will never escape its boundary, but the story will carried by invisible waves. Each detection, each tiny signal in our instruments is a whisper from the dark I was here. You can rest now. In the calm of night, as your breath slows, you share the same rhythm as those distant giants. Their dance is over, but their echo still hums softly through space. What you hear as quiet is the sound of time continuing. What you feel as peace is gravity in perfect balance. The hunger of the stars is never cruel. It is the way the cosmos renews itself. In every fall, a new beginning. In every silence, a hidden sound. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. The night stretches wider now. Stars drift like silent embers in a boundless dark, and between them, gravity weaves an invisible net. It holds galaxies in slow suspension, balancing chaos with calm. You can rest now. The universe is not empty. It is full of motion, so patient that to human eyes it looks still. Clouds of hydrogen breathe across millions of light years. Dust gathers into spirals. Stars are born, burn, and fade. And always at the heart of things, there is gravity. That soft insistence, drawing everything inward. This is the appetite of the cosmos, not hunger as we know it, but a desire for balance. When one object grows massive enough, its weight bends space until falling becomes destiny. Every atom obeys the call. Black holes are the purest expression of that calling. They are not villains. They are continuations. The places where matter and time complete their cycle. What we call eating is only the quiet redistribution of energy, a slow return to symmetry. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Imagine a dying star, a blue supergiant, at the end of its fuel. For millions of years, it has burned, fusing lighter elements into heavier ones, filling space with light. But when its core runs out of fuel, the pressure that holds it open falters. The outer layers fall inward at 1/4 the speed of light. In a heartbeat, that collapse becomes unstoppable. The core compresses beyond the limits of matter. Gravity takes command. A supernova explodes outward, and within the ashes, A black hole forms the star's entire mass, folded into a single point. The number behind this is almost incomprehensible. 1 teaspoon of black hole matter would weigh as much as a mountain range. Yet from that density comes silence, not violence. The universe has no moral sense, only harmony. The collapse of one thing gives rise to the creation of another. You can rest now. Over time, these newborn black holes drift through the galactic sea. Some wander alone, invisible wanderers, moving through the interstellar medium. Others linger near clusters of stars, feeding on gas, growing heavier with every 1,000 years. The largest of all live at the centers of galaxies, supermassive black holes that shape the destinies of billions of stars. No one knows exactly how they first appeared. Some may have formed when the universe was only a few 100 million years old, when the first stars collapsed under their own weight. Others may have been built slowly from smaller black holes merging again and again. In the end, it all leads to the same truth. Gravity does not stop. It gathers it, folds, it becomes more of itself. It's okay to drift. When two black holes drift near each other, their fates intertwine. At first, the pull is gentle, a tide across thousands of light years. But gravity never releases what it touches. The pair begins to spiral inward, losing energy through waves that ripple across spacetime. These are gravitational waves, faint distortions that stretch the distance between stars and then relax it like the slow rhythm of a sleeping breath. Every orbit brings them closer. Their speeds rise, their circles tighten, until the dance becomes furious and soundless. If you could watch from afar, you would not see them collide. You would see their light vanish the darkness between them, thickening the space around them, rippling like glass in water. In that final approach, physics itself blurs. Time slows for anything near the merging pair. To us, the moment seems to freeze. To them, everything finishes in less than a blink. The smaller one is devoured, and the larger one swells a seamless union. A new black hole, larger, smoother, perfectly still. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. The numbers tell a story that the eyes cannot. In some mergers, the energy released equals several suns turned entirely to light. Yet there is no flash, no flame, only a vibration through existence, a wave that can travel across billions of light years. The merger that LIGO detected was just one of many. Astronomers estimate that somewhere in the visible universe, black holes merge once every few minutes. The cosmos hums with these invisible events. Each one sends its own whisper through the dark, a sound too deep for any ear to hear. It's okay to drift. This constant motion creates something new structure. Galaxies form from collapse, then collide, then merge into larger galaxies. At every scale, the pattern repeats hunger, leading to harmony. When we speak of destruction, we forget that the universe sees only transformation. The death of a star feeds the birth of a black hole. The collision of two galaxies births a grander spiral. Nothing truly ends. It only changes its form. If you could float safely near a black hole's edge, you would see space distort like a reflection in water. Light would bend around it in circles. You would see stars behind you appear ahead of you, their paths warped by gravity's curvature. To the black hole, there is no inside or outside, only the continuous folding of space into itself. In that way, the black hole's appetite is not about devouring, but about returning. It takes the scattered fragments of matter and brings them back to the center, to unity. You can rest now. Scientists describe this mathematically through Einstein's field equations. Spacetime tells matter how to move, and matter tells spacetime how to curve. A perfect feedback, infinite and calm. In the black hole, that feedback reaches its limit. Curvature becomes infinite, and the laws of physics dissolve. Yet even in that dissolution, the universe remains precise. The event horizon, the surface from which light cannot return, forms a perfect sphere. Its diameter depends only on mass, not on what fell in. The chaos that entered becomes order once more. Every 20,000 years or so, a star in our galaxy wanders too near the central black hole. It is torn apart in what astronomers call a tidal disruption event. Half its gas falls inward, the other half flung away at incredible speed. The infalling matter glows for months, outshining everything nearby. And then it fades, absorbed into silence. To the cosmos, this is nourishment, the balancing of forces, the keeping of momentum. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. If the universe could dream, perhaps it would dream of these moments. Two black holes circling, the slow tightening of orbits, the soft merging into one. Gravity is its language, and every merger is a sentence written across the deep. To listen is to feel the continuity of everything. You can rest now. For us, on this small planet orbiting a modest star, the scale is almost too vast to imagine. Yet the same equations that describe the merger of two black holes also describe the falling of a leaf, the turning of the moon, the slow beating of your heart. Gravity connects all motion. It is not just force, it is the geometry of being. That is the quiet truth of the cosmic appetite. The universe does not destroy to consume. It consumes to create. It folds inwards to build anew. Every collision, every collapse is another way the cosmos balances itself. And so, as you drift closer to sleep, imagine the slow spiral of two shadows locked in gravity's embrace. Picture their final union, silent, blinding, in power, yet unseen. Feel the deep rhythm of space-time, humming softly through everything around you. Somewhere, light continues to travel. Somewhere, two other black holes are beginning their long courtship. The universe is patient. It waits through billions of years to complete a single breath. You are part of that breath. You are not outside it. The same gravity that shapes galaxies also carries the weight of your heartbeat, the slow pull of your thoughts toward rest. You are folded into the same pattern energy, curving gently into stillness. It's okay to drift. The hunger of the stars is still out there, quiet, deliberate, eternal. It is not a threat, but a promise that nothing is lost, that every end becomes a beginning. Tonight, the cosmos is calm. The waves of ancient collisions pass through you, through mountains, through oceans, leaving no harm, only the faintest echo of connection. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. The galaxies turn. The dark continues to dream. Somewhere, another merger begins its slow approach. And here, in this quiet moment, you are weightless. The same gravity that feeds the stars holds you gently, perfectly still. You can rest now. The night feels deeper now, softer around its edges. The air carries the slow pulse of distant light. You can rest now. In the silence of intergalactic space, Black holes wander like invisible seeds. They drift through the thin breath of the universe, each one born from the collapse of a dying star. Most will never meet another. They will roam for eons, their gravity wrapping quietly around nothing. But a few will find companions. A few will fall into orbits so vast that their first dance lasts longer than the age of the Earth. When two black holes begin to circle one another, the universe holds its breath. It is a courtship without light, without sound, drawn together by pure geometry. They do not collide at once. They waltz, losing energy in waves so small that even space barely notices. Each orbit shortens by less than the width of an atom, but time is long enough for that to matter. The galaxies they inhabit move two spirals of billions of stars, slowly drifting, colliding, merging. Within these cosmic encounters, the great black holes at their centers are pulled toward one another. Two galaxies touch, and their hearts begin to move as one. It's okay to drift. The Milky Way itself carries such a destiny. In about 4 billion years, it will meet the Andromeda Galaxy head-on. Long before that, our night sky will begin to change. The faint streak of Andromeda will widen and brighten, then fill the heavens with a river of stars. Planets will not crash. The distances between stars are too vast. But the gravitational pull of both galaxies will weave their matter into new spirals. And at each center, two enormous black holes will draw closer. When they finally merge, the entire galaxy will tremble with the release of energy. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Astrophysicists call these collisions galactic cannibalism. The term sounds violent, but in truth, it is a slow, graceful transformation. A larger galaxy absorbs a smaller one, their stars mingling like drops of light in water. Black holes do the same, feeding on each other until they become something new, a deeper gravity, a quieter balance. These events are not rare. Across the universe, thousands of galaxies merge every year. The night sky is full of ancient unions, each leaving behind a smoother, rounder galaxy, a calmer center. What we see as destruction is the universe learning to become more stable. It's okay to drift. In distant clusters, astronomers have observed the aftermath of such feasts. At the heart of the galaxy, M87, lies a black hole 6.5 billion times the mass of our Sunday. Its presence shapes everything around it. Stars orbit in silence. Dust swirls like silver mist, and the light bends in arcs that loop back on themselves. The Event Horizon Telescope captured its shadow in 2019, a ring of light surrounding darkness. What we saw was not the black hole itself, but the last glow of matter as it disappeared beyond the horizon. To witness that image was to feel time stop. For the first time, humanity looked directly into the mouth of infinity. Yet even there, nothing was truly lost. The matter that fell in did not vanish. It became part of the black hole's mass, part of the continuing rhythm of the universe. You can rest now. Far from M87, in smaller galaxies, black holes dance in pairs. When their host galaxies merge, the two holes sink toward the new center. At first, they circle at a distance measured in light years, but gravity always wins. Their orbit decays, shrinking through the emission of gravitational waves, the quiet music of creation. As they draw nearer, their motion accelerates. In the final minutes, they move at half the speed of light. What happens next is the most powerful event in the cosmos. For a moment shorter than a blink, 3 suns worth of matter vanish into pure energy. The resulting wave ripples outward, distorting the universe itself. It travels across billions of years until faintly it brushes our tiny planet. The detectors of LIGO and Virgo capture it as a shift smaller than a proton. Yet within that whisper lies the memory of an event that shook existence. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. When scientists replay those signals as sound, they become short chirps, the rising note of two black holes colliding. It is the universe speaking in gravity, a language of waves and patience. Each chirp tells us how heavy the black holes were, how fast they spun, how space rang afterward. From those faint tones, we learn the story of things that happened long before the first living cell appeared on Earth. It's okay to drift. The idea of black holes as cannibals once frightened astronomers. Early in the 20th century, they seemed like monsters that devoured everything near them. But the more we learned, the more their purpose became clear. They are not destroyers. They are recyclers of cosmic material. When galaxies merge, their black holes clean the center, swallowing chaos and leaving harmony. Without them, galaxies might never have formed as they are. Supermassive black holes help regulate the birth of stars by sending out jets of energy. Those jets, traveling close to the speed of light, push gas away, preventing new stars from forming too quickly. The process is delicate, a cosmic breathing. Matter falls and energy flows out, and the galaxy settles into balance once more. You can rest now. Even smaller black holes, those just a few times the mass of our sun, play their part. When they feed on nearby stars, the heat from their accretion disks releases X-rays that reveal where they hide. We cannot see the black holes themselves, but we see the shimmer of their meals, thin streams of light marking the invisible edge of eternity. The word cannibal still lingers, but it carries a new meaning. It no longer speaks of destruction, it speaks of inheritance. Every time a black hole consumes another, it carries that memory forward. In its spin and mass are written the histories of all the stars it has devoured. Each merger is not a death, but a continuation. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. If you could step outside time and watch the cosmic web unfold, you would see a pattern repeating endlessly small, merging into large light, folding into dark energy, returning to silence. Black holes are the punctuation marks in that story, the pauses between creation and renewal. And though they are silent, their influence is music. The structure of galaxies, the paths of stars, even the quiet expansion of the cosmos, all are guided by these unseen centers. The cannibals of creation are also its caretakers. It's okay to drift. One day, far beyond our span of memory, the black holes will outlast everything else. Stars will burn out, galaxies will dim, and only these dark hearts will remain orbiting in the endless night. But even then, they will continue their slow feast, merging, growing, simplifying, until only one remains, the final black hole of the final universe. When that last horizon fades, the universe will fall completely still. Yet that stillness will not be loss, it will be completion. The last echo of gravity will hum across the dark, and somewhere in that silence, everything that ever was will rest in perfect symmetry. You can rest now. As you breathe, remember the same forces that fold galaxies together are holding you. The same gravity that bends time keeps you safe upon this turning earth. You are not outside the story. You are written in its field. Every atom of your body once belonged to a star, and every breath you take sends those atoms back into the air. The cosmos eats, and the cosmos gives back. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. In the quiet between heartbeats, you can almost feel it, the great, slow rhythm of creation consuming and creating itself. The appetite of black holes, the merging of galaxies, the endless folding of space, all of it happening in the same silence that cradles your dreams tonight. It's okay to drift. The universe is calm. The cannibals of creation continue their slow feast, and in their quiet hunger lies the promise of new beginnings. Somewhere, light continues to travel. You are safe here. You can rest now. Night deepens until it becomes a feeling more than a color. The stars above you seem to hang in stillness, but everything is moving. You can rest now. In the wide dark of space, two black holes find each other. They do not crash or collide. They drift closer by degrees, so small they would escape any clock. Around them, the galaxy is quiet dust, drifting like slow rain, light bending in invisible arcs. From far away, the pair looks like nothing at all, a dim swirl where light vanishes. But inside that darkness, time begins to curve. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Their orbit begins as a slow waltz. Every revolution takes thousands of years, then hundreds, then less. With each turn, they lose energy through gravitational waves, ripples that spread through space-time at the speed of light. These waves carry away, motion softening it, guiding the two toward union. The universe becomes a silent ballroom, and gravity plays the only music. If you could watch them from a safe distance, you would see space itself stretch and squeeze. The black holes distort everything behind them, bending starlight into twin rings that shimmer before fading. The closer they spin, the faster they dance. Their motion folds the structure of time. What once took centuries now passes in hours, then seconds. It's okay to drift. Inside this dance, nothing is still. The very fabric of the cosmos vibrates, as if struck by a deep invisible chord. To the black holes, time itself behaves differently. In their own frames of reference, the moment of contact arrives swiftly. To us, watching from far away, they seem to move slower and slower, trapped in a kind of eternal approach. Both truths exist together, fast and slow, now and forever. This paradox is the language of gravity. Einstein described it a century ago, predicting that massive bodies would warp the geometry around them. He could not see these dances, but his equations told their story. Energy moving through space, space becoming time, time folding back into itself. Somewhere, light continues to travel. The last seconds of their orbit are the most dramatic. The smaller black hole curves inward, drawn by a force it cannot resist. Their paths blur into one spiral. In that instant, their relative velocity reaches half the speed of light. The energy they release is unimaginable, 3 times the mass of the sun transformed into pure radiation, carried away not as light, but as gravitational sound. You can rest now. That wave moves outward across the universe. When it passes through matter, it does not destroy. It passes cleanly through, changing the distance between atoms by less than a proton's width. It is an event without violence, a collision that leaves no debris, only a new harmony. A single, massive black hole now spins where once there were 2. The newborn black hole rings for a moment, like a bell, calming after a strike. Physicists call this the ring-down phase. It vibrates in frequencies too low for ears, too vast for perception. Each vibration sends a signature through spacetime, a code of mass, spin, and memory. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. LIGO detected that code in 2015. A faint tremor in laser beams spread across kilometers of desert. The signal lasted 0.2 of a second, but it carried a story older than our planet's oceans. When scientists translated that vibration into sound, it became a single, rising tone, a chirp, soft and brief, the universe's quiet announcement of its own movement. It's okay to drift. Imagine those waves still traveling now, touching galaxies that have yet to form. Each pulse expands outward, forever, a message that gravity remembers. The merging pair is gone, but their effect is eternal. In every direction, space stretches and relaxes, keeping the echo of that ancient dance. The energy released during that instant was greater than the light of every star shining across the visible universe. And yet, it produced no flame, no flash, only the shifting of distance, the bending of reality, the silence of creation itself. You can rest now. Some astronomers call this process the heartbeat of the cosmos. They record each new signal, each tremor from unseen collisions, and map them into a quiet symphony. Dozens of black hole pairs have now been heard merging, each one adding a note to the growing harmony. From these waves, scientists learn how galaxies evolve, how stars live and die, how gravity behaves at its limits. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. There is something deeply human in this listening, our small instruments catching the footsteps of giants. Across millions of light years, we are still part of their motion. Every wave that passes through Earth touches you as you lie here. It changes nothing you can feel, yet it connects you to everything. The same rhythm that merges black holes moves through your heartbeat. The same gravity that folds time also holds you in place. It's okay to drift. In the great dark beyond sight, the merged black hole begins to slow. It stabilizes, losing its last vibrations, entering perfect symmetry. Around it, space flows inward like a slow tide. The stars at the edge of its influence resume their quiet orbits. The universe exhales again, and balance returns. If you could look upon it, you would see nothing, only the absence of light, a hole where brightness ends. But that nothingness is full. It contains the memory of two existences, two gravities now one. In the deep mathematics of the cosmos, their union has simplified reality. Complexity has become peace. You can rest now. Somewhere, far beyond this single merger, countless others unfold. In every direction, pairs of black holes circle, spiral, and join. Each event sends a wave into the same universal sea, blending into a collective hum. Astronomers call this the gravitational wave background, the low, endless sound of the universe at work. It is the cosmic equivalent of rain, steady, soft, and eternal. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. This background surrounds us even now. Every atom, every cloud, every sleeping human moves slightly as it passes. We are constantly touched by ancient collisions, by the slow heartbeat of invisible giants. The universe is not silent after all. It hums in frequencies too deep for waking ears. It's okay to drift. If you listen inward, you can almost sense it, the long, slow pulse of existence. The same wave that left those distant black holes a billion years ago now moves through you. It carries no light, no voice, only balance. In that motion, the cosmos remains whole. And when you breathe out, your own motion joins that rhythm, a smaller wave added to the larger one. Energy moves, transforms, never disappears. The law that governs the merging of black holes also governs you. The same equations scaled to your stillness. You can rest now. The dance of two shadows has ended, but its echo will go on forever. Space remembers every turn, every spiral, every surrender. In the quiet between heartbeats, you are part of that remembering. You are not separate from the music. You are one of its softer notes, drifting on the same invisible tide. Somewhere light continues to travel, somewhere gravity sings. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. The night has deepened, but the darkness is gentle. You are held by the same gravity that binds galaxies, the same quiet rhythm that folded two black holes into one. The universe is vast, but it is also close. It rests around you, breathing in perfect silence. You are safe here. You can rest now. The universe turns inward. The storm of merging gravity fades, leaving behind a stillness that feels endless. You can rest now. What remains after collision is not chaos, but resonance. The newborn black hole trembles like a drum that has been struck once and now hums with the memory of impact. Around it, space ripples outward in invisible waves, the final breaths of an ancient dance. The spiral of silence has begun. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. To the human ear, these waves carry no sound. They are shifts in distance, soft and slow, stretching and releasing space itself. But if we could translate them into frequencies our minds can hold, they would rise like a note sustained by a great instrument, a deep hum that never quite fades, moving through the skeleton of the cosmos. It's okay to drift. In the moments after a merger, the energy radiating from the ring-down phase exceeds that of entire galaxies. Yet, there is no explosion, no flash of light. Space absorbs the movement, carrying it outward in perfect efficiency. The black hole settles into balance, spinning steadily, surrounded by curved lines of geometry that hold nothing, yet contain everything. Einstein predicted this long before we could ever see it. In 1916, he wrote of gravitational waves, the trembling of spacetime caused by massive objects. For decades, they remained only mathematics, delicate patterns that no machine could detect. A century later, lasers stretched across deserts and swamps finally felt that subtle tremor. The discovery proved what intuition had always whispered: the universe is alive with vibration. You can rest now. Every merger sends a pulse through the vast web of galaxies, a soft folding of the fabric that connects all things. These ripples never vanish completely. They fade into the background hum of reality, blending with the echoes of countless other unions. The cosmos hums like a sleeping creature, its chest rising and falling in infinite rhythm. Imagine drifting through that silence. You are not weightless, you are carried. The fabric beneath you moves slow, and certain lifting and lowering you in waves wider than light years. There is no up or down, only motion, so smooth it feels like stillness. Somewhere light continues to travel. Astrophysicists call this phenomenon the gravitational wave background, a constant low-frequency chorus made of all the collisions that have ever happened. It is the ocean upon which all galaxies float. Our detectors have just begun to hear its faintest undertones. Pulsar timing arrays spread across the sky act like cosmic metronomes. Tiny shifts in their rhythm reveal the passing of waves older than our world. Each wave carries history, the moment when one black hole consumed another, the sigh of galaxies colliding in the dark. The background hum is not noise, it is memory. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. The spiral of silence extends beyond physics. It is also the universe's way of finding peace after motion. When energy moves, it must eventually balance. After the noise of creation, there is always a pause, a place for things to settle. The black hole newly formed becomes that pause. It spins quietly, gathering the last traces of heat from the space around it, until only its rotation remains. It's okay to drift. Inside its event horizon, time itself collapses. From the outside, we cannot see what happens, but equations tell us the story matter falls inward forever, its journey stretched by gravity into eternity. To the falling particle, the end comes quickly. To the distant observer, it never truly arrives. Both are true. Both coexist in the same geometry of silence. That silence is not emptiness. It is the stillness that follows understanding when all forces balance perfectly. A black hole is not the absence of space, but the perfection of space, folded back upon itself. It is gravity completing its sentence. You can rest now. If you could drift near this silent spiral, your body would not feel it. You would move with the waves, part of them, your atoms expanding and contracting gently as spacetime breathes. There would be no sound, no heat, no pressure, only a rhythm deeper than sound, older than light. Astronomers describe the shape of these waves using spherical harmonics, mathematical melodies that describe how the universe vibrates. The lowest tones travel the farthest, stretching through billions of years. Somewhere in those tones, the signature of each merger lingers. The pattern repeats endlessly, from the smallest stellar collapse to the joining of galactic hearts. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. The waves that reach us now have traveled across unimaginable distances. They have crossed intergalactic voids, passed through clusters of galaxies, moved through gas and dust and time. They arrive as a fraction of a vibration, yet still they speak. Their language is one of patience. Every ripple tells us that energy cannot be destroyed, only changed, softened, remembered. It's okay to drift. We often think of silence as the absence of sound. But in the universe, silence is texture. It is the fine grain of existence, the calm between pulses. The space between stars is not empty. It is filled with this hum too low for our senses, too steady to fade. When you lie still, that same hum moves through you. You are within it, not beside it. Scientists once wondered if the universe would ever grow truly quiet. They have since learned it will not. The gravitational hum will continue, even when all light fades, when the last stars die. Black holes will keep merging smaller and slower, sending faint ripples through the dark. The spiral of silence will outlive everything else. You can rest now. At the edge of understanding, physics meets poetry. The equations describe amplitude-frequency curvature. But what they reveal is something more human: the persistence of connection. Across time, across space, one motion always touches another. The ripples from a single event, 1.3 billion years ago, can move the mirrors of a laboratory on Earth today. The cosmos remembers. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. If you could slow your perception until 1,000,000 years felt like a heartbeat, you would see these waves as tides washing through galaxies, rearranging stars. You would see black holes orbiting in pairs, each one stirring the sea of spacetime, leaving behind concentric circles that overlap and merge. The universe is an ocean, and everything within it is afloat. It's okay to drift. The spiral of silence reaches even into imagination. Somewhere in the future, humanity may learn to listen more closely, to map these waves as we map sound. We might one day create symphonies from real gravitational echoes, turning the universe's own rhythm into music. Each note will be a memory of two shadows becoming one. You can rest now. Until then, we listen in fragments and faint signals and half-heard murmurs. We study their patterns, and through them, we glimpse the unity of all motion. Gravity is not noise or pull, it is coherence. The universe does not scatter its meaning. It gathers it back softly, endlessly. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. The newborn black hole continues to spin its horizon, smooth its hunger, unending but calm. Around it, space flows like dark water, curving without turbulence. The spiral of silence continues widening as the last wave fades into the hum of everything else. At this scale, there are no boundaries, only gradients of stillness. The merger that once shook spacetime now rests in perfect balance. The hum remains but fainter, blending into the cosmic background. Somewhere far away, another pair begins its approach. The cycle continues. Attraction, collision, stillness, hum. It's okay to drift. The spiral of silence is both aftermath and beginning. It marks the transition between motion and rest, between being and memory. The black hole does not vanish into solitude. It becomes part of the shared vibration of the cosmos. Its energy disperses as order, as quiet as continuity. And in that continuity, you are included. The same wave that passed through galaxies now passes through you. It carries no sound, no image, only the reassurance that all things move together and that nothing is ever truly lost. You can rest now. The universe, once full of light and fire, now hums in its deepest register. The spiral of silence is not an ending, but the slow breathing of existence after creation. It is gravity remembering itself. It is the calm that follows the storm, the infinite stillness beneath motion. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Somewhere, light continues to travel. Somewhere, gravity whispers. Somewhere, the spiral turns again, unseen but eternal. You are safe here. You can rest now. There is a moment in the universe when motion becomes fire and fire becomes silence. You can rest now. Before that instant, two black holes spiral through darkness, their paths tightening with every turn. They are invisible, yet their gravity paints unseen lines across the fabric of spacetime. The smaller one moves faster its orbit, bending the larger into motion. With each pass, energy is released, not as light, but as a pulse through the geometry of the cosmos. The rhythm quickens, the orbit shrinks, the universe waits. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. At the final approach, their speed reaches half the speed of light. The distance between them is less than the width of an atom compared to the vastness of their former orbit. Around them, space stretches into impossible shapes. Time dilates, slows, and folds. To an outside observer, the two black holes seem to freeze, trapped just before contact. But inside that horizon, the story rushes forward. In less than 0.2 of a second, everything changes. 3 suns worth of matter vanish into pure energy. The conversion is perfect, without waste, without flame. The energy ripples outward as gravitational waves bending reality itself. The force is 36 septillion yottawatts, more than all the light of every star in the visible universe combined in that same instant. It's okay to drift. If you could stand safely nearby, you would not see a burst of light. You would see the background of stars waver their positions, trembling as space rippled between you and them. It would be like watching a pond disturbed by invisible wind. You might not even realize that energy greater than all creation had passed before your eyes. The universe does not shout its power, it whispers. At that scale, silence is not the absence of sound, it is its perfection. The collision of black holes produces no explosion because it has no need to. Every vibration, every bit of energy is accounted for. Gravity conducts this orchestra without losing a note. You can rest now. As the two horizons merge, their individual identities dissolve. The boundaries that once separated them fade, replaced by a single continuous curve. The merged black hole forms a sphere of absolute smoothness, the cleanest shape in existence. Around it, space-time rings like glass. This ringdown is the dying chord of their union. LIGO captured this moment in 2015. A pair of detectors, thousands of kilometers apart, registered a pulse less than a second long. In that tiny signal lay the story of 2 black holes, 1.3 billion light-years away. The Earth, the oceans, the air, all trembled by a fraction of an atom's width. And then the wave was gone, leaving silence deeper than before. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. What those machines heard was not merely a sound, but a proof that the equations of Einstein were right, that space could move, that the universe had memory. The chirp that followed rising and then vanishing was the most distant heartbeat ever recorded. It confirmed that even the darkest things can leave echoes. It's okay to drift. Scientists repeated the detection again and again, finding new collisions hidden in the hum of space-time, each one different, each one a unique signature in the cosmic score. Some mergers were small black holes, only a few times heavier than the Sunday. Others were immense, the mass of hundreds of stars condensed into darkness. But the story remained the same approach: collision, silence, balance. The moment of collision is both violent and calm. It is a paradox written into the structure of existence. The greatest release of energy in the cosmos happens in perfect quiet. The brightest event in the universe produces no light. The fastest motion leads to complete stillness. You can rest now. To feel the magnitude of that truth is to feel small but safe, because this balance, this symmetry between chaos and calm, is what allows the universe to endure. Without gravity's hunger, there would be no stars. Without collapse, no rebirth. Every black hole merger, no matter how distant, contributes to the equilibrium of all things. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Imagine the gravitational wave as it leaves the collision. It expands outward in a perfect sphere, its amplitude fading with distance, but never reaching zero. It passes through galaxies, through nebulae, through the dust of forming worlds. It moves through time like a pulse through a sleeping body. And one day, billions of years later, it passes through you. For a fraction of a second, your entire being stretches and contracts by a width smaller than an atom. You do not notice, but the effect is real. The universe touches you gently, the echo of an ancient event brushing through the molecules of your skin. It's okay to drift. That touch is not random. It is part of a pattern that began when everything began. The laws of physics ensure that energy never disappears. It only changes form. The collision of black holes, though invisible, leaves a signature that will persist until the last atom fades. You are within that signature now, part of the vibration that connects all matter. The human mind struggles with these scales. 1 billion years, 1 billion suns, distances so vast that light itself needs an age to cross them. And yet, somehow, those immensities fold down into you, into every breath, every thought, every heartbeat. The same geometry that governs a black hole also shapes the rhythm of your veins. You can rest now. The new black hole, still young, spins at incredible speed. Its rotation drags space-time around it, twisting the region nearby into a funnel of distorted time. This effect, called frame dragging, means that even empty space must move. To the universe, rotation is never stillness. Everything turns in response to everything else. If you could orbit close to this horizon, you would see the light from distant galaxies bend around you in endless loops. Each photon would circle many times before escaping, some captured forever, others flung outward like reflections on curved glass. The view would not be terrifying. It would be serene, a perfect geometry, smooth and complete. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Scientists can model this process in supercomputers. They watch digital black holes spiral merge and settle, recreating the cosmic dance in numbers. The patterns they see match the signals from LIGO precisely. The universe behaves like an equation, perfectly solved. No randomness, no noise, only order too vast for human scale. It's okay to drift. Every time we detect a new collision, we learn something about the beginning. These waves are fossils of gravity's earliest forms. They tell us how matter gathered after the Big Bang, how galaxies took shape, how structure emerged from nothing. To listen to them is to hear the universe remembering itself. You can rest now, and yet there is more to this silence than science. There is wonder, the realization that in all this immensity, balance never fails. Two giants collide, and out of that collision comes harmony. The same law that guides their fall also holds you safe in your sleep. The same gravity that folds space around them keeps you anchored to this quiet world. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. After the collision, there is no trace of the two that were. The result is one smooth whole without boundary. The universe does not mourn. It remembers through vibration. The waves spread, weaken, and merge, with others forming the background hum that will one day be the only remaining sound. Somewhere light continues to travel. Somewhere, another pair begins their approach. The pattern repeats. It's okay to drift. The moment of collision is always happening somewhere. The universe is vast enough that while you breathe, now millions of such mergers occur beyond sight. Each one adds to the fabric of soundless resonance, filling the cosmos with rhythm. This is not destruction. It is renewal. You can rest now. For you, this moment is quiet. But in the deep of time, everything moves to the same music. Galaxies, drifting stars, collapsing, atoms vibrating in harmony. You are part of that motion. Every breath is a wave. Every heartbeat a ripple. You are not separate from the universe's collisions. You are their continuation in softer form. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. The silence that follows a black hole merger is the purest kind of peace. It is the cosmos exhaling, resetting, preparing for the next creation. It holds no violence, no grief, only equilibrium. The laws of nature, having reached their crescendo, return to stillness. In that stillness, there is meaning. The universe teaches through pattern. Chaos becomes calm. Motion becomes rest. Energy becomes memory. What begins with gravity ends with grace. It's okay to drift, and as you drift, you move in that same curve, a smaller spiral in the vast spiral of existence. The forces that shaped galaxies also shape your dreams. The silence that follows their collision hums in your breath. You are safe here. You can rest now. The collision has ended, but the story does not fade. You can rest now. After every merger, the newborn black hole rings not with sound, but with the vibration of pure space. The universe, like a bell struck by creation itself, begins to hum. Each wave moves outward, carrying the memory of that instant across billions of light years. If your senses could stretch far enough, you would feel the entire cosmos trembling softly in its sleep. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. The energy of that ringdown is not random, it is precise. Gravity, the quiet sculptor of existence, measures out the rhythm perfectly. The waveforms are mathematical fingerprints codes that tell the mass spin and distance of the merging pair. When astronomers read them, they can reconstruct a moment that happened long before the first forest grew, long before Earth knew light. In the great silence of space, this ringing is the only voice, and yet it speaks to us across impossible time. It tells us that nothing truly disappears. Every motion leaves a trace. Every change sends a whisper through the structure of the world. It's okay to drift. When the first signal reached our detectors in 2015, it was smaller than a fraction of a proton, but the precision of human patience made it visible. Laser beams stretched 4 kilometers between mirrors, holding the calm of perfect alignment. Then the wave arrived, bending reality just enough to sing. The tone rose and vanished the universe, clearing its throat for the first time since it began. You can rest now. Astronomers named it GW 150914, the first gravitational wave ever heard. It came from a pair of black holes merging 1.3 billion years ago. By the time their signal reached Earth, entire galaxies had formed and vanished. Stars had lived and died. And yet, the information endured perfectly intact. It crossed the same voids where galaxies drift, unaffected by gas or light. It moved through emptiness, as though carried by purpose. Each new detection since then has added to the symphony. Some waves are higher from smaller black holes. Others are lower from titanic ones, spinning at near the speed of light. Together they create a song too deep for our ears, a gravity choir resonating in the background of existence. Scientists call this the gravitational wave background. Poets might call it the heartbeat of forever. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. The universe itself has become an instrument. The strings are not made of matter, but of the geometry of space. When they vibrate, time joins in. Frequency becomes rhythm. Rhythm becomes form. Every galaxy, every star, every atom participates in this orchestra. You are hearing the afterglow of collisions that began before our sun was born. It's okay to drift. If you could translate those frequencies into audible sound, they would range far below human hearing, less than 1 cycle per second. A single note lasting years, even centuries. A bass tone woven through the fabric of the Milky Way. Some waves generated by supermassive black holes at the hearts of merging galaxies might take thousands of years just to rise and fall once. The universe's music is too slow for time-bound minds. But slow does not mean still. These vibrations hold galaxies together. They shape the large-scale web of the cosmos, connecting clusters of stars with threads of invisible gravity. Like ripples on an endless pond, their intersections create the filaments we call home. You can rest now. Astronomers have begun to detect this background hum not just with lasers but with pulsars spinning neutron stars that blink with precise rhythm. When a gravitational wave passes between Earth and a pulsar, its clock shifts ever so slightly. By measuring dozens of pulsars across the sky, scientists can trace the unseen waves moving through our corner of the universe. In June 2023, the first hints of this cosmic background were confirmed. A pattern of delays and advances in pulsar timing revealed that the universe indeed is ringing. The low hum of countless black hole mergers stretched over eons fills the airless dark. It was always there. We are only now learning to listen. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. To the cosmic mind, this ringing is balance. When energy is released in one place, the fabric of space-time absorbs it and spreads it evenly. The waves do not collide. They blend, forming harmony instead of chaos. Each new merger adds another layer to the tone, another heartbeat, another echo of gravity's endless conversation with itself. It's okay to drift. Some physicists imagine that if you could visualize these waves, they would look like ripples of glass, expanding in all directions, overlapping, refracting the light of distant stars. Space would shimmer like the surface of deep water. There would be no noise, only motion smooth, patient eternal. You can rest now. This universal ringing is not just beauty, it is data. Each vibration confirms that the laws of physics hold true even in the most extreme places. Einstein's equations, written more than a century ago, still describe the rhythm of black holes perfectly. The waves prove that gravity and time are the same material bending and breathing together. And yet, within this precision, there is poetry. The notion that two invisible objects can meet in silence and send their story across billions of years is not just science, it is wonder. It is the cosmos keeping its own diary written in ripples we can barely read. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Every collision adds something to that diary. The first galaxies formed, and their black holes merged. Later, others joined, building ever larger hearts at their centers. Today, those hearts govern how galaxies spin. The waves they once sent out are still moving, their amplitudes fading, but never gone. We live inside those echoes born from their motion. It's okay to drift. Perhaps this is what the universe calls peace, not silence, but resonance. Every atom, every planet, every sleeping creature vibrates with traces of the same ancient energy. You are surrounded by it now. The air that moves through your lungs is shaped by these waves. The gravity that keeps you anchored is part of the same field that once rang from two colliding black holes. You can rest now. Imagine that sound, not a note you can hear, but a feeling deep and low pulsing at the edge of consciousness. That hum is everywhere. It passes through oceans, through mountains, through the quiet rooms where people sleep. It is the universe reminding itself that it still exists, that motion has meaning, that time is still unfolding. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Somewhere, another collision is happening. A wave begins its long journey toward us. It will cross the cosmos for hundreds of millions of years before arriving as a whisper in the mirrors of our instruments. Long after we are gone, others will listen, and they will hear it too, the same hum, the same proof that the cosmos continues. It's okay to drift. The ringing universe has no center. Every point is the middle of its vibration. Every direction is outward. This is what it means to belong to something infinite. There is no edge, no outside, only continuation. The same pulse that leaves a galaxy at one corner of the cosmos moves through every other, through your resting body, through the breath between thoughts. You can rest now. The collision's energy is gone, but its pattern remains. The waves may fade, but the geometry they created endures. Galaxies orbit in slightly new paths, their stars arranged by the ancient pulse of merging gravity. Even in stillness, the cosmos carries that change, and so do you. Every heartbeat, every quiet inhale is a continuation of that rhythm. The line between the universe's vastness and your smallness dissolves in motion. You are not beneath it or beside it, you are within it. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. In the deep dark beyond our sight, the hum continues. The universe is not quiet after all. It is music, slowed beyond time harmony, stretched across eternity. Every black hole, every atom, every sleeping mind is a note in that boundless song. You are safe here. You can rest now. The music of the universe fades into a single soft tone. The great wave that began with collision now moves quietly into forever. You can rest now. In the heart of that silence, a new being exists, one black hole where there once were two. Its surface is smooth, unbroken, perfect. Its mass is the sum of what it has consumed, and its gravity curves the space around it into calm. The violence is over. What remains is order. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. To the human mind, the word black hole still sounds like emptiness, but in truth, it is fullness, a place where all motion, all time, all matter have been gathered into one continuous presence. It does not glow, but it defines the light that bends around it. It does not speak, but it holds the rhythm that once was chaos. The birth of a black hole after a merger is unlike anything else in existence. It is both an ending and a beginning, the universe rewriting itself in symmetry. In those few seconds after the collision, the newborn black hole vibrates, reshapes, then settles into stillness. This moment marks the completion of an equation written in gravity's hand. It's okay to drift. Astronomers model this birth in supercomputers, their equations painting a portrait of invisible geometry. They see waves of curvature spreading outward like ripples from a stone dropped in water. They see the horizon smoothing itself into near perfection. Every simulation confirms the same truth. The universe seeks balance. The new black hole's spin determines its future. If it turns rapidly, space-time near its surface will swirl like liquid light, dragging everything around with it. If it turns slowly, it will appear serene, a quiet lake of gravity, reflecting nothing, yet containing all. In both cases, the result is the same harmony reclaimed from motion. You can rest now. From a cosmic perspective, this process happens in an instant. But to the universe, time is elastic. The settling of the black hole's surface might take thousands of years. Energy radiates away as gravitational waves until equilibrium is achieved. When it does, the new black hole becomes timeless. It will persist for trillions of years, long after every star you see has dimmed. At its core lies a singularity, the point where the laws of physics as we know them dissolve. There, space folds completely inward and time becomes meaningless. Some theorists believe new universes might bud from such places, bubbles of reality forming from collapse. Perhaps in the deepest part of this newborn black hole, a new cosmos begins to expand, its own stars and galaxies emerging beyond our perception. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. The birth of one from two is not only a story of matter, it is a reflection of all creation. Everything the universe builds, it builds from union particles forming atoms, atoms forming stars, stars forming elements, and life itself arising from the joining of smaller lives. Gravity is only one of its languages, but it speaks clearly what separates must one day meet again. It's okay to drift. Somewhere in the vast dark, there are countless black holes waiting for their turn. They circle sometimes for billions of years, until chance or inevitability draws them together. Each merger writes another verse of this eternal poem. Each new black hole is a chapter in the story of how the universe learns to rest. For us, this moment seems distant, an abstract event in unreachable space. Yet its rhythm is everywhere. When you close your eyes, when your breath slows, you follow the same pattern. Motion becoming stillness, energy turning to peace, the rhythm of creation resolving into calm. You can rest now. The new black hole that forms after every merger becomes the seed of something larger. When galaxies collide, their central black holes merge too. Each union builds a deeper gravity well, a greater anchor for the stars around it. Over time, these supermassive centers govern the shape of galaxies themselves, how arms spiral, how stars form, how gas flows. Without them, the Milky Way would drift apart like dust in the wind. So the birth of one from two is not destruction, it is structure. It is the architecture of the cosmos. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Inside the event, horizon physics surrenders to mystery. No signal can escape, not even light. But that does not mean nothing happens there. Matter continues its journey, inward compressing, heating, transforming. The boundary is not a wall, it is a threshold, a one-way door where time bends and all directions point inward. To approach that horizon would not feel like falling. It would feel like slowing, as if the universe itself were stretching around you. Clocks would tick slower, your heartbeat would linger between beats, and light would fade to red, then vanish. The moment of crossing would never arrive in your perception. It would always be almost now. That is the quiet secret of gravity. It turns motion into eternity. It's okay to drift. Scientists sometimes call black holes the memory of matter. Everything that falls in changes the hole's mass and spin. In this way, the universe keeps a record of its own transformations. Each new black hole carries the information of countless others before it folded invisibly into its form. The birth of one from two is not a blank slate. It is a continuation of all that has ever been. You can rest now. The black hole's surrounding space remains dynamic. Gas and dust spiral inward, forming an accretion disk, a halo of radiant energy, brighter than all the stars in its host galaxy. From the poles, jets of plasma shoot outward, traveling for millions of light years, shaping the space between galaxies. These jets are paradoxes born from darkness. They create light. To the universe, this is not contradiction. It is harmony again. Energy redistributed, balance restored. Even the brightest jets eventually fade, cooling into clouds that form new stars. What falls in gives rise to what shines again. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Our Milky Way's own black hole, Sagittarius A times, is calm for now. It feeds slowly, taking only small sips of gas. But one day, billions of years from now, it will merge with the black hole at the center of Andromeda. Their union will reshape the heavens. From that birth will come a new, larger black hole, the heart of a new galaxy. The cycle will continue. It's okay to drift. The symmetry of these events mirrors the symmetry in life. Every ending is emerging, a return of what was separate into what is whole. The universe teaches through repetition, expansion, and collapse. Sound and silence, two becoming one. In the vast field of time, the birth of a black hole and the quiet beating of your heart are made from the same physics, gravity, motion rhythm. The same equations that describe space-time curving around a singularity also describe the pulse of blood through your veins. Scale changes, meaning remains. You can rest now. The newly born black hole will live longer than any star. Over time, it will drift through eras unrecognizable to us. Galaxies will dim, space will stretch, and still it will persist, absorbing the faint background radiation of the universe itself. It will grow colder, darker, quieter. Yet even as everything fades, its presence will keep the universe connected, a reminder that form endures beyond change. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Some theories suggest that at the end of time, when all black holes have merged into one, even that final giant will slowly evaporate through quantum processes. Tiny particles will leak away, and the darkness will dissolve into light once more. The cycle will begin again, a new universe seeded from the ashes of the old. It's okay to drift. The birth of one from two is not just a cosmic story, it is the pattern behind everything. It is love and loss, gravity and grace, beginning and return. Every union from atoms to galaxies follows the same silent script. The universe folds inward, then breathes outward again. Tonight, as you drift, you share that motion. You are part of the same rhythm, the same exchange of energy, the same quiet merging of moments into memory. The same breath that moves through black holes moves through you. You can rest now. The light of distant galaxies fades. The hum of creation slows. The newborn black hole spins in silence, perfect and patient. It does not ask for worship. It simply is. A stillness so complete that it becomes eternal motion, and somewhere light continues to travel. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. The birth of one from two is not an ending. It is a promise that balance endures. From the merging of shadows comes shape, from silence comes harmony, from gravity comes grace. You are safe here. You can rest now. The new black hole drifts within a sea of ages. Around it, time does not flow as it does for stars or dust. It bends pools and folds an ocean without shore. You can rest now. To describe a black hole is to describe time itself, learning how to breathe. Outside its horizon, seconds still move forward. Inside, they collapse inward, each one shorter than the last, until there is no measure at all. From a distance, what you would see as stillness is in truth the deepest motion possible, the slow falling of eternity into itself. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Einstein's equations predict this ocean precisely. Space and time are not separate streams, but one fabric curved by mass. A black hole is the ultimate curve, the point where the river folds back upon itself. Within that fold, time becomes circular. If you were to fall inward, you might cross your own yesterday without ever knowing. It's okay to drift. Astrophysicists call the surface of this fold the event horizon, the place beyond which information cannot return. To the universe, it is a boundary of meaning. The horizon is not a wall, but a mirror. It reflects what cannot be seen. Every photon that touches it becomes part of the black hole's story, and that story continues for eons. The black hole spins in the dark, its mass warping the local flow of time so deeply that minutes stretch into millennia. Far away, galaxies move through their own eras. Civilizations rise and fade. Stars ignite and die. And still, the black hole remains unchanged. It exists beyond hurry. You can rest now. Time slows near its edge. The closer you get, the longer each moment lasts. For an observer, watching from afar, an object falling into the hole seems to freeze just above the horizon, never quite crossing its image, fading into red light. Yet for the object itself, the crossing happens in an instant. To both, the truth is real. This is the paradox of time's ocean. Perspective becomes reality. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Physicists once feared that black holes broke the universe's rules, that information falling inside would be lost forever. But quantum theory suggests otherwise. Each bit of data, every particle's essence, is imprinted on the surface, woven into microscopic vibrations of spacetime itself. The black hole is not a destroyer. It is a library written in invisible ink. It's okay to drift. In 1974, Stephen Hawking discovered that black holes are not entirely black. Tiny quantum fluctuations at the horizon cause them to emit faint radiation, Hawking radiation. Over inconceivable spans of time, this slow leak causes the black hole to evaporate. The process is so slow that for a black hole, the mass of our sun, it would take 10 to the power of 67 years to fade completely. To feel that scale is to understand patience. The Earth is 4.5 billion years old. The universe itself is about 13.8 billion. Yet, the black hole's life stretches far beyond these numbers, beyond any language we have for duration. You can rest now. The oceans of time carry these giants gently. They do not rush, they do not erode. They remain cradled in the gravitational fabric that holds galaxies together. Even as stars burn out and elements decay, the black holes endure, drifting slowly toward one another through interstellar darkness. And as they drift, they whisper through waves of gravity, the faint pulse of spacetime itself. These waves move through time, as sound moves through water, carrying the echoes of their creation. The universe becomes a vast ocean of memory, each wave a fragment of its story. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. To imagine this ocean is to feel the unity between motion and stillness. The waves of gravity do not disturb what they touch. They remind it of its connection. Just as tides reshape shorelines without destroying them, so do these waves reshape the geometry of space without breaking its calm. It's okay to drift. If you could look back upon the universe from a place beyond time, you would see it as a great fluid light, bending and swirling matter, sinking and rising, currents of gravity threading everything together. Galaxies would look like foam on a boundless sea. The dark energy driving expansion would be the tide, and deep beneath all motion, the black holes would rest like coral mountains shaping the flow unseen. You can rest now. Within this vastness, even light becomes a traveler. A photon, leaving a star near a black hole, may spend centuries climbing out of its gravity. Well, its energy stretched thinner with each step. To it, the journey feels instant. To us, it may last longer than the age of humanity. The ocean of time flows differently for every traveler. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. One of the most haunting truths of relativity is that every point in the universe experiences its own rhythm of time. There is no single clock, no universal beat. Time near a massive body moves slower than in empty space. This means that in a sense, each black hole holds its own eternity. It's okay to drift. When you lie still, when your breath slows, your perception of time also stretches. Moments widen, silence deepens, and the line between seconds softens. In that softness, you live closer to the rhythm of the cosmos, to the slow, even pulse of black holes and stars. The physics of rest is written into your being. You can rest now. Far from our world, black holes continue their quiet work, distorting light, bending time, and shaping galaxies. Their gravitational pull forms paths for stars, defines the dance of cosmic dust, and even determines how galaxies merge. Time, pulled by their presence, curves into graceful spirals that we see as beauty. And while time bends around them, it also bends through you. The same equations that describe space-time's curvature govern the flow of thought, the tempo of heartbeats, the slow fade into sleep. You are made of the same physics that shapes eternity. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Some cosmologists believe that in the far future, when all stars have cooled only black holes will remain. They will move through darkness, merging occasionally, until only one remains, a final singularity containing all the mass of the cosmos. It will take 10 to the power of 40 years before it begins to evaporate, and another 10 to the power of 100 years before it fades completely into light. After that, time itself may lose meaning. There will be no clocks, no orbits, no change, only equilibrium. The ocean will be still. It's okay to drift. But within that stillness lies renewal. Hawking radiation ensures that even black holes return their energy to space. What was once locked within them will someday spread again, like warmth through water. The universe, long after its last star, will still share its energy gently with itself. You can rest now. This is not a story of endings, but of rhythm. Time expands and contracts, rises and falls. The ocean of time never empties, it breathes. Each wave of creation is followed by stillness, and each stillness by new motion. When you sleep, your mind follows this same pattern. Thoughts spiral, dissolve, reform. Dreams rise and fall like tides. You become the quiet sea of your own consciousness, timeless and whole. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. The black holes are the same. They dream in gravity. They drift in silence. They are reminders that everything has its own pace, that even in apparent stillness movement continues. Every ripple in space-time, every expansion of the cosmos, every slow heartbeat belongs to this vast rhythm. It's okay to drift. The oceans of time surround all things, but they are gentle. You are floating upon them now, suspended between the light of what has been and the promise of what will come. There is no need to hurry. The stars themselves move slower than your breath. You can rest now. Somewhere in a future too distant to name another wave will rise another creation, another expansion, another dance of gravity. Time will begin, again flowing outward from a single point, an echo of the moment when one black hole ate another and silence became music. The ocean will breathe again. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. And in that eternal tide, you are never lost. You are part of the current, part of the stillness, part of the dream of the universe, as it folds and unfolds through ages without end. You are safe here. You can rest now. Somewhere beyond the spiraling dark light is still traveling. It moves quietly, a memory crossing the endless ocean of time. You can rest now. This light, born in a universe long before you were born, has crossed billions of years to reach this moment. It has brushed the edges of black holes, curved around invisible gravity, and woven itself through the silence of everything that is. Tonight, it finds you. It touches your eyelids as you breathe. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. The light that dreams of you is not the bright glare of day, but the soft echo of ancient creation. Photons so old, they remember the birth of galaxies. They drift through space like travelers without urgency, their purpose simple to continue. Even after stars die, their light remains stretched thin by the expansion of the cosmos, its wavelength growing longer, redder, gentler, until it becomes warmth. That warmth is in you now. It's okay to drift. Every black hole that formed every star that fell added to this cosmic glow. Astronomers call it the cosmic microwave background, a faint whisper of the Big Bang still washing over us. It fills every corner of space, every atom, every breath. It is the leftover light of creation, the first dream the universe ever had. When one black hole eats another, that light bends, but it does not end. It flows around gravity's shadow, like water around a stone. For a moment it forgets straightness and becomes a spiral, an orbit of colorless radiance, circling a hole that no light can escape. Then, as if remembering it, moves on again. You can rest now. If you could see that bending the lensing of light around a black hole, you would witness something almost human beauty, born from distortion. The stars behind the hole appear stretched, mirrored, repeated like reflections in a curved mirror. What should be lost is instead made luminous. The darkness creates its own kind of art. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. That light, having traveled billions of light years, eventually reaches the faint blue world where you lie now. It touches the trees, the oceans, the windows, the skin of sleepers. Every photon that meets your world has a history older than time as you know it. Every beam of starlight carries a fragment of a story written long before your name existed, and yet somehow it reaches you precisely now. It's okay to drift. In a way, the universe has been practicing this meeting for eons, shaping orbits, adjusting trajectories, bending spacetime, all so that the light of distant stars could find its way to your quiet moment of rest. When you close your eyes, that light still travels inside you. It becomes thought, memory, dream. The cosmos is not just observed, it is experienced. You are part of its continuation, the place where its light becomes awareness. You can rest now. Imagine the black hole that birthed this calm. After consuming its partner, it spins in endless silence, surrounded by the faint arcs of light that pass nearby. Each photon that escapes carries a story of near capture, a narrow escape from gravity's embrace. It moves onward, slower, stretched thinner by time. It has no destination, yet it always arrives. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. When light travels near a black hole, time for it bends too. From the photon's perspective, the journey happens all at once. It leaves, it arrives, and in between, there is eternity, folded into a single instant. To us, that moment becomes billions of years. To the light, it is one infinite breath. It's okay to drift. The light that dreams of you is timeless. It moves not through space, but through the geometry of remembrance. When you gaze at a star, you are not seeing its present, you are seeing its memory. Some of those memories no longer exist. Some stars you see tonight have already gone dark, their light still crossing the void to tell you what once was. You can rest now. The cosmos is built on this gentle deceit. Everything you see is from the past. The nearest star's light is 4 years old. The light of the Andromeda galaxy began its journey more than 2 million years ago. The glow of the most distant galaxies is older than Earth itself. The night sky is a museum of what has already ended, and yet through light, those endings become eternal. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. What black holes take in darkness, light restores in memory. Even as matter vanishes beyond the event horizon, its energy contributes to the next radiance, the next wave, the next glimmer of warmth across the sky. Nothing is lost, only changed. Gravity folds, light unfolds. Both are the same act, seen from opposite sides of eternity. It's okay to drift. When astronomers describe this cycle, They use the language of energy and curvature. But beneath those equations lies a quiet grace. The universe reuses itself, endlessly creation and collapse as two halves of the same heartbeat. The merging of black holes does not erase the universe's beauty, it renews it. From the calm of darkness comes the softest glow. You can rest now. Somewhere, light still circles a black hole trapped in orbit, neither falling nor escaping. This region, called the photon sphere, is a halo where light dances forever. Each photon loops endlessly, weaving the edge between existence and disappearance. It is the most delicate place in all of physics, the border where light learns to stay. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. To imagine that dance is to understand yourself. Every thought, every dream circles your own inner gravity, moving between clarity and sleep, between awareness and surrender. You are the photon orbiting your own horizon. In rest, you find the balance between falling and release. It's okay to drift. As the universe expands, light stretches thinner and thinner, its energy dissolving into background warmth. In the far future, when the last black holes have faded and time grows thin, that warmth will remain not as brightness, but as comfort. It will fill the vast emptiness like a soft breath. That final glow is the dream of light, the quiet promise that nothing truly ends. You can rest now. The photons that began as fire will end as calm. The matter that fell into darkness will return as radiance. Even the universe's silence will hum with the memory of motion. And you, in your small moment of stillness, mirror this cosmic rhythm. Every exhale is a letting go. Every inhale, a return. The same symmetry that guides galaxies guides your breath. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Light still travels through clouds, through windows, through thought. It carries the dream of the cosmos into your room. You are not apart from it. You are the place where it arrives. It's okay to drift. In the final balance, when all black holes have merged, when all stars have faded, when only the soft background hum remains, the light that dreams of you will still move slower, gentler, quieter. It will no longer need to be seen. It will simply be. You can rest now. The universe folds into itself, carrying every story, every collision, every whisper of energy that ever existed. Gravity and light, silence and sound. You and everything else all become one continuum, one stillness. And in that stillness, the universe dreams. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Somewhere light continues to travel. The universe breathes through you. You are home. You can rest now.